Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus. I came out here in the snow because I wanted to kind of shoot the weather, let you see how beautiful it is out here. However, I can't find a proper place to put the video, so I got it sitting in the snow. Hope you can see what I'm trying to say from that distance. You know, I was thinking about what I've been trying to enlighten America to for the past quite a few years, and the American people haven't caught on to it yet. And I was turning the television on this morning, and they had this a special documentary on people who were unique. For instance, like they had one guy, his name uh, is I can't think of his name right now, but I did some research on it to find out where it was, and it was actually true. The guy could fly over a city, and having seen it, he can come back and take a pencil and paper and draw exactly what he saw. His memory was just like that. I mean, totally detailed. Now, this is the only person that they cited for doing something like that. I mean, can you imagine flying over Minnesota and able to St. Paul and able to draw out St. Paul and put all the leaves and the trees and all that stuff in it? Well, that's unique. They even talked about a person who had the ability to cause metal to cling to the body. You might have heard of that. Uh, had another situation where you got a guy who can't feel pain. And he would actually stick needles and stuff through parts of his body, and no pain. And I believe some of the instances where you sleep on nails and stuff like this and would even bleed. Unique. Even talked about a person who's able to allow electricity to flow through his body, at least to the amplification that he can light up light bulbs. This was kind of unique. They even talked about a levitation. Meso people are like that. And these things are unique. They even talked about, and I did my research to verify that somebody else was talking about this. Google took me a lot of places. But then we got to the person who has the x-ray vision, a person who could look at you and see diseases in your body, could actually see stuff like that. And it was something supposedly unique according to the doctors and stuff. But I did a little Google on that. I couldn't come up with anything on that, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm sure it's possible somebody's doing it. But it made me think that when I speak to you about peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and fulfillment of dreams for everybody on earth, it sounds like I'm the only person who talks and thinks like that. I never hear of anybody else talking like that, thinking like that. And if they think like that, they want you to make sure they're just thinking and not considering that being a possibility. And I do. To me, it's one of the simplest things in the world to achieve if the people wanted it, believed in it. But in order for that to happen, they have to forget all this crap they've learned. You know, a lot of stuff, I said crap. There's a lot of good stuff you've learned. I'm talking about the crap, the stuff that keeps us blind, the stuff that keeps us suffering and pain and stuff that we don't want to go through. So it's reasonable that I might be the only person in America who is familiar with that. So I don't have to feel upset because I'm unique in that regard. But I would like for someone to, I used to be a preacher where you would come to me and ask me to talk to God for you. And the things that you wanted me to talk to God to you for you about was food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, the things that everybody got to deal with in life, security. And this is what I talk to God about, and God gives me the answer. Tell you this in your hands. All the things that's stopping you from doing it is the ignorance that you have, the lying, the cheating that you've bought into. I heard this morning that Donald Trump is planning on telling people that if they prosecute him for the evils that he's done, he wants them to raise havoc. How evil can you get? Commit all your evil in the name of the people, abuse the people, misuse the people, and then ask the people to defend you in your most evil act and expect them to rise up and defend you. The key thing about it is, ladies and gentlemen, they will. And if we think that we are good people and we're going to sit around and defend evil just by being good, ain't gonna work. That's how come evil exists. If you want to defeat evil, you got to be great. And in order to be great, you got to step outside the box. The box is not going to make you great. It's not even going to allow you to be great. In fact, the box is how the current situation in our lives is established, right there in the box. So I ask you to step outside of the box and stop believing in in somebody better than you, that somebody got more compassion than you, somebody's wiser than you. No, nobody's wiser than you. Nobody got more compassion than you. Why? Because you know what it means to you. And all you got to do is recognize that it means the same thing to everybody else. That gives you the wisdom of eternity. That's the wisdom of life. And all you have to do, make sure that nothing, no virus, no thought, no evil act, no lie, anything penetrate that and cause people to start acting otherwise. And having done that, you create your own dreams, you create your own paradise, you create your own heaven, and you can just give the glory and guidance to that spirit that lives inside of you that says, yes, you can. Yes, you can. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think having said that, I'll just leave it there and say, yes, you can. And until next time, Eddie Marcus getting out of the snow saying goodbye.